Hey there, welcome back to another episode of My Crazy Plant Life. I have a few things in store for you today, so without further ado, let's just get into it. Hey, sorry this is at a weird angle, but in order for me to be able to show you me, because, it's me. Of course you want to see me, but also to at least see the table so you can see the what I'm doing for potting up these two plants. So yeah, let's just get into it. The first one that I'm going to do is the Philodendron Postazanum. Because it's so tall, it'll probably come out of the video frame. So, but you can see what I'm doing with the pot here. Actually, the Postazanum is a crawler. There are a couple of philodendron species that are crawlers, which means that they just, as new leaves emerge, they just crawl along the surface of the ground or the substrate or whatever. They don't climb like some do, climb up the trees or up rocks or drape down. They just crawl across. So that's why we have this long pot, and I actually should have, I still can, but I should have put this together before starting the video, but it's all good. We can still do this. So what I'm doing with the Postazanum is I'm going to pot it in the substrate that is called Lacuza or Lechuza. I've heard it both ways. It's where are we at? And just before we get started, the two companies, brands that I'm mentioning here are not in any way sponsoring me. I'm not getting anything from them. I'm just showing you what I'm doing. But Lechuza or Lacuza, I've heard it pronounced both ways, but it is a German company that, let me make sure I'm doing this right, because I'm probably not. Probably should have read the instructions, huh? But it's a German company that creates a soilless medium, and you probably couldn't see him, but you can hear him. Mr. Big Stuff just walked by. Now, of course, he's gonna come in here and drink some water. Why not? Why wouldn't he, right? Right. Oh, here we go. Now we got it figured out. So yeah, back to the, got distracted by him, distracted by trying to figure out what I'm doing here. The Lechuza is a soilless medium. It's comprised of I should know this. I've looked it up so many times. I should know this. It's comprised of pumice stone, lava rock, zeolite, and a fertilizer that they use that only lasts about 6 months or so. So in about 5 or 6 months, I'm going to need to start fertilizing with my own fertilizer for this pot. But this is the Lechuza Pon, or Lacuza Pon, however you want to word it. Let's see if we can get this on video or on camera so you can see. Can you see that? You can see that. Yeah, you can see that. So it's all just, it's a bunch of rocks. It's a bunch of rocks, and I'm trying to do this so that I don't get it all over the floor. That's another reason why I'm doing it at the table, because usually I'm sitting on the floor doing my planty stuff, but we're doing this on the table. And have no fear, thanks to my friend Joey. Joey always comes to the rescue. I have more Lechuza because what they give me, or what they put in the packaging, is not enough. Or actually Pon. Lechuza is the company. Pon is the substrate. So, and this is a self-watering pot. I don't know if you noticed when I was putting this together. It's self-watering, so there's a little, this comes out and the water would go underneath here. And as there's a little meter that raises up, as you know, to let you know what the water level is in the container. Come on, pretty baby. So what we want to do, we want to plant this so that this section here is resting above the substrate, so that it can crawl across. And so we'll do this. Do I want to do it this way or that way? Let's do it going this way, away from the water meter thingy. And get this around the roots in here. Oh, there we go. All right, and again, thank you, Joey, that I have enough. I need an assistant. This is tough to do with one hand. So what I'm most likely going to have to do is order some more of this substrate to fill in the rest of this this container, because it's not going to be enough. I mean, just barely. It's not bad, but I still want some more. But for now, it's enough. I'm going to need to stake this because this is not too sturdy. So we'll stake this so it doesn't fall. Where are you going? Are you going somewhere now? Yeah, I don't know how I'm going to do that for now. We'll stake that so it doesn't fall and hurt itself, because we don't want that. We want you to grow and be pretty and strong and happy. But that is how we're potting up the Pastazanum. And yeah, so it'll grow across the pot, all kinds of cute. I can't wait. That's awesome. That's so cool. I was worried that this wasn't going to be, that the pot was going to be too small, but because it comes in two sizes. This is the 10, Delta 10. This is the Delta 10, and then there's a 20, which is a little longer and taller. But I'm glad that this is working, because the 20 seems a lot. Hi, how you doing? I'm in here. The 20 seems pretty big and just obnoxious, and we don't like obnoxious, do we? Yeah, okay. Me, obnoxious. I got all these big plants, and I'm worried about obnoxious. Anyway, so let's move this baby out of the way without hurting it. And you can tell it's like a lavender. They didn't have a dark purple, but they got lavender, so we're good with that. I'm good with that. I don't have a problem with that. So let's move this so that this doesn't tip. All right, easy peasy, breezy, beautiful. Pastazanum. Yeah, you like that? And then here's my pot, purple, for the Anthurium crystallinum. And what we're going to do with Miss Crystal, and this is something that I am looking forward to using with more of my aroids, it's bonsai soil. And this, I can tell you what's in it because it's right on the bag. So this also has pumice, and I found this looking for some alternatives to the Lechuza pine. This has pumice and lava, like the Lechuza pine. Instead of the zeolite, it has calcined clay, which absorbs it holds the water. And then it also has pine bark, fine pine bark. So this we're going to use for the crystallinum, and then eventually, as I repot, oh, hope that's not too loud. As I repot other aeroids, we'll switch them over to this type of medium as well, because I think it would do well. The aeroids would do well in this type of medium. Aeroids typically in nature, in the wild, in their natural environment, they're not planted, they're not in soil, they're not rooted in soil. They're at the bottom of trees, at the bottom of rocks, big rocks or what have you, and the substrate that's around their roots is, tree bark, tree branches, leaves, rocks, just, nature that happens to fall down all over their roots. How do I want this? So they in nature they don't have, they're not in soil. And the reason that one of the reasons that I want to switch to a soilless substrate for my plants is, one, the soil can compact and that can cause the roots to rot. Also, this type of substrate, it's more airy. These roots like a lot of air to get to the roots, so it airs out a lot quicker and a lot easier, and the roots can breathe. And also, it's less likely to attract pests like the fungus gnats. Those of us planting people have dealt with plenty of fungus gnats in our time, so we know how annoying they are. And the fungus gnats live like in the first inch or so of soil, moist soil. And what do? We water our plants, usually from the top. Some people do bottom watering. I don't do bottom watering, except for now with these self-watering containers. But most people do top watering, which keeps the soil and the substrate moist, and the fungus gnats thrive on living in that soil, and they keep living and keep going and annoy the hell out of us because they don't go away, and then we have to put in big old yellow sticky traps and use all kinds of different methods to get rid of fungus gnats. I had a bad problem upstairs in my plant room. They're still there, but they're not as bad as what they were. They've definitely calmed down a lot. I went at it, a couple of different ways. I got the yellow little sticky traps on several of the plants. I use mosquito bits in the soil in the mix. That helps get rid of kills the eggs and kills the larvae. And I also got this another, I can't think of the name of it offhand, but it's like a powdery substance that you put on the soil, and it works into the roots and into the plant, and kills off the gnats that way. So I've done a couple things to get rid of the fungus gnats, and it seems to be working. They're still there, but nowhere near as bad as what it was. So let's get this all potted up so I don't have to hold it anymore. And I like this because it just falls right around the roots. and the roots seem happy. So I'll probably put some type of like moss pole or something in here for this to climb up as Miss Crystal climbs and grows. All right, I think we're good. I think we are good. Just my hand a little bit. All right, Miss Crystallinum, I see you. I see you looking all cute. Yes, ma'am. You know, I could just turn the pot. I'm sitting here trying to look around, see what I'm doing. Just turn the pot. It'll be so much easier. Jeez. All right. There's still some root right there. So there, we are all potted up. Got the babies taken care of, looking cute. Now we'll let them rest and do what they do. Look at just, how cute is that? How cute is that? And I can't wait for the new baby to grow. Where's she at? There she is in there. All right, so here is the Anthurium crystallinum potted in bonsai mix in a self-watering container. And then I'm going to try to get Miss Pastazanum without her falling over. And the Pastazanum in the Lechuza pond. And yeah, I like it. This is going to be fun. All right, well, thanks for watching. Thanks for hanging out with me again this week. And tune in. Let's get this out of the way. Tune in next week. We don't know what we're going to do. We never know what we're going to do. That's the fun part. It's all an adventure with my crazy plant life that we have going on here. But thank you for coming in, and again, make sure you hit that like button, hit that subscribe button if you haven't already subscribed. Leave a comment, talk to me. We can have a conversation, talk about what we're doing here. If you have some experience with using either of these methods, let me know. I haven't spoken to too many people. I did speak to a few people that use the bonsai mix for their other plants other than bonsai, and they said they love it and it's working really well. So I was really happy to hear that, because, you know, I don't want to make that investment if it's not going to work, you know. And I know people love the Lechuza. I just need to find an alternative, since I need to finish filling this pot in. I thought I'd have enough, but I guess not. Oh well, it's all good. We'll figure it out. Actually, I could probably just take some pumice and lava out of the bonsai mix and throw in there, because that's what it is. It's already in there. So they're just a little bit bigger and chunkier. So I might do that too. Yes. All right. Well, thanks again, and we'll see you next time on My Crazy Plant Life. See ya. So you really didn't think that we would not have an unboxing, did you? Of course. You know me. You know me. I know you. Well, I think I do. Well, you know me. Anyway, it wouldn't be My Crazy Plant Life if I didn't have another unboxing. So here we are. Just a little one. Just a small little package. Nothing huge this week. But this is a plant that, pardon me, because I didn't open anything or untape anything or whatever. Okay. Cute. They sent it in a pure protein bar box. Hey, recycle, what is it? Reduce, reuse? I don't even know, but recycle. That's good. We're happy with the recycle. Oh, wait a minute. Let me back up. Sorry. I'm sitting here in all this Brita-ness, and I'm not even talking about Brita. This is Brita. Yes, I always support my local queens, but this is a more nationally known queen. She was on the season 12 of RuPaul's Drag Race. I love her to pieces. I haven't met her yet. We've talked a few times. I follow Brita on Instagram, and we're Facebook friends. And I talk to her every now and then. And I actually started following her before I knew she was going to be on Drag Race. Following her on Instagram, and I was hoping to meet her when I was at DragCon I was going to say last year because 2020 just seems like a blur. But in 2019, when I was at DragCon, I was hoping to meet her up in New York. She's from New York, but she didn't make it over, so I didn't get to meet her. So I was a little bummed, but one day I'll get to meet her. And if you get to New York, she's in Hawaii right now, but she's moving back to New York, I believe, in May. Excuse me. So if you're up in New York, or if you get to New York, make sure you get to a Brita show. I've seen tons of videos, and she puts on a show. She's dancing and singing and acting crazy, and I just love every minute of it. So Brita Filter is the full name, but when she was on Drag Race, because of copyright laws due to the Brita Filter filters, she wasn't allowed to use Brita Filter on Drag Race, so she just went by Brita. But we all know her as Brita Filter, and she has no filter. But we love you, Brita, and I can't wait to see you soon. And I'm going to catch you on Instagram, I think next week. Yes, that's when your show is. It was postponed to next week, so I'll get you next week. But anyway, back to my pure protein. They closed this up really good. So this was a plant another wish list plant. It's not one that's real readily available or easy to find. I mean, you can find it on Instagram, not Instagram. Wow, excuse me. You can find it on eBay and things like that. But you're not going to really find it in any store. Although, and this is kind of messy. There it is. Ooh. Although, it was recently made available from Costa Farms. Costa Farms is a nursery down in Florida that if you... I need something to put under this because it's a bit messy. If you shopped at like Home Depot or Lowe's or anything like that recently, Walmart, Wegmans even, you would have seen some plants from Costa Farm. They usually have like a big display of, with a lot of plants. So you would have seen some plants from Costa Farm. Costa Farm released this plant or sold these plants a couple of months ago. I follow a Facebook group for plants. I follow a couple Facebook group for plants, but one of them somebody had posted that this plant was available at a local Wegmans. I didn't see the post for, I think, like 5 or 6 hours later, but within the comments of the post, people were noting that within an hour of the post being put up, they went to the Wegmans and they were completely sold out of the plant. This is how in hot commodity, how many people want this plant. But it is, and what they did, people will go and buy it up, because I think it was only like $16, $17. So they would buy a bunch of them, then cut it up, plant them back up, and sell them, sell smaller plants. Probably each pot was sold for what they, bought it for in the store. So they most likely made out pretty well. Unfortunately, I didn't. But I found this on eBay, and I apologize. You're not going to get a good feel for it because it needs to be cleaned. It wasn't packaged too well. But it has 6 leaves and a 7th one coming. This is, well, actually one is looking kind of bad. Here's kind of a good one there. There's one here. This is Scindapsus. Why do I do this? I always forget what it's called. It's Scindapsus. You're not helping. You're not helping. Somebody help me. Well, obviously you can't because this isn't live. So this is a Scindapsus. Why can't I think of what it's called? This is horrible. I feel horrible. Actually, wait, maybe, is it on here? No, they didn't send me anything with what it is. And I mean, I guess I could look up. So the video stopped. But anyway, I was able to find out what it was called. It is Scindapsus trubii, Treubii. So it is kind of rare, kind of dirty right now, but kind of rare, and you can see the new growth there. Kind of rare, something that you don't find too often. What I'm going to do with this, because I would really like a full plant, I'm going to cut the good leaves at the nodes and root them up individually, and then plant them all up in one pot. So we got at least five good leaves. I'm gonna actually let it get acclimated a little bit before I do all that, because it's already stressed and looking a little bit beat up and tattered. But what I'm going to do after it's acclimated, I'm going to cut it up into into pieces, not in a bad way, but each leaf will be its own separate plant pretty much, and let them root up, and then pot them up into a bigger pot, and I can have a fuller plant full of Scindapsus trubii. See, my crazy plant life, I can't keep all of this together. I got so many here, I got to keep them all in here. There's a lot. But Scindapsus trubii, I think that's how you pronounce it. That's how I pronounce it. If I'm pronouncing it wrong, somebody correct me. But Scindapsus trubii. Here she is again. She's a beautiful plant. I wish she would have been packaged a little better, or, you know, not so dirty, but very beautiful plant. I really like this one, and the leaves are a good size. I was worried it was going to be small, but the leaves are a good size. So I'm sure it will root up nicely for me, and I'll have a nice large plant, and we can do an update in a few months, and you can see how she's doing. And yeah, so that is this unboxing for today. And this is Britta, and that is Scindapsus trubii. Okay, so I do have a little bit more. I have another unboxing for you. Surprise! This is not plants though. It is plant related. So I did want to share this with you. It's something that's pretty cool, and that I have been waiting for a little while now. So let's just get right into it. I ordered, look, it says Plant Gang. I ordered some planters from from a new company called Rooted in Black. You can follow them on Instagram. It's Rooted, ROOTED, NINBLK.co. So ROOTEDBLK.co. You can follow them on Instagram. They were started, it's a black female-owned company. She had created a planner for herself, she just made for herself, with the words on it, rooting for everyone Black with plants. And she posted it on her Instagram page, and a lot of people started, you know, asking about it and wanted to know if she was going to sell it. So now she creates more, that pot as well as others. She calls them conversational plant pots, which they I would imagine that they are very conversational, especially when people see them. The company started out with just her husband, and her brother. They're based out of Buffalo, New York. I believe they started in their house, and they were just selling planters out of their house. I think it started over the summer, like in August or so. I know it was like a COVID-related startup deal. So they're relatively new. They're young. They're not even a year old. Sales have skyrocketed for the company. They actually couldn't keep up with the orders. I know they've had to hire more staff. I believe they've moved their operations from their house to a new location. That got too small. Then they had to move to a bigger location. All of this within the last 6, 7, 8 months or so. So I mean, I guess there are worse problems to have. But yeah, they had to figure out how to handle all of the sales that they were generating, because they couldn't keep up. Unfortunately, they started to get a lot of negative emails and postings and things like that, because their orders were backed up. I mean, my orders, I've placed 3 orders with them. My first orders were back in January, so I just received them. But I understand what they're going through. I did email them a couple of times saying, hey, what's going on? And the first time, they apologized for not getting back to me or not getting my order out, and they said it would be shipped. Then I emailed again last week. Or no, sometime this week, yeah, because they came this week. Emailed them again, and just saying, I wasn't nasty about it or anything, but I was just checking up, because again, I placed an order a long time ago and it hasn't been received yet. A lot of people are so they want their instant gratification, and I do too, but I understand what they're going through. They're a lot of growing pains, and good growing pains. I'm very happy for them. I'm happy that their business has picked up so much. A portion of their proceeds does go to COVID hardship grants, and they also go towards helping the mental health community in Western New York. So I'm happy that I can help support this female Black-owned company and those initiatives as well. So let's get into the first couple of planters. See, I'm so used to it. Plants. Okay. Oh. All right. So this is a cool one. Protect Black women. Absolutely. And then they also they have pots with authors on it. So I have a pot of these female authors. They have pots with male authors as well. And then when they send out cool stuff, welcome to the plant gang. There it is. Welcome to the plant gang. I'm in the plant gang. Yay! And they have some bookmarks with pictures of influential Black Americans and authors and leaders, and it's just really, really cool. Yes, I love that. Oh, and I got a pen. Cute. All right, I like that. And Got a pot that says melanin. And plant gang. I like that. And what do we have? Some more. Oh, some buttons. Look at that. That's cute. A little button with, is that aloe on it? In it? Yeah, a little button with an aloe plant in it. Oh, that's too cute. I like that. And some magnets. Are they different? Oh yeah, they're all different. Cool. They're different magnets like the bookmarks. Cool. I like that. That's awesome. That's so cool. And then another pot says all Black Lives Matter, because we do. So these are the pots that I got. They're pretty neat. They don't have holes, so I'll have other pots. Actually, what I can do, dropping stuff. Sorry, which one do we have? That's all Black Matter. Let's do melanin. This is one that I intended on putting in one of these pots, so we'll see if it really fits, or how well it fits. My lemon lime heart leaf philodendron. Oh, this fits in there nice. Oh, it's perfect fit. Oh, this is good. Oh, now I'm even happier, because I was worried that it wasn't going to be big enough, but oh, that's a great fit. I love that. Just wish it didn't cover the words. Maybe we can spin it around a little bit. Can we spin you? You spin me right round, baby, right round like a record, baby. You didn't know you were gonna get a concert, did you? There we go, little melanin. Let's put you up there. Can you see that from there? You can see it from there. Cool. Yes. I like that. That's great. So again, they're rooted in black. Make sure you check them out and order a couple things. All right, thanks. And thank you for joining me again for this, my crazy plant life. I'm going to get this all posted up for you, obviously, because you know I'm going to, because why would I be doing this? Of course. But yes, again, thank you for joining us this week. I don't know what I'm going to do next week. I might divide. I have an orchid that I need to divide, so I might do a video of dividing that orchid. It's big, and I'm looking at it right now. I can probably get 5 plants out of that one when I divide it. So yeah, let's do that. We might do that next week. Who knows? We might do something else. You never know. But I hope you have a good rest of your weekend, and I hope your next week goes well. And thank you again for joining us. Again, make sure you like and subscribe. Leave a comment if you're new. Again, my name is Don. If you're not new, I'm still Don. And this is Britta, and we are part of the Plant Gang. And we'll talk to you soon. Take care. Have a good week. Love you. Bye.